Hello, salutations, how are you? How you doing? This video is about Wrestlemania. It's a recap about what happened in Wrestlemania, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Walking Dead ending. Now, I'm just getting back into wrestling. I mean, I haven't watched wrestling really consistently since 2003, around that time, you know. The Rock's departure and Shawn Michaels with his back injuries and Stone Cold not being a constant present in the WWE. WCW was bought out by Vince McMahon. You know, they were going down. He took on them, took on the ECW. Around that time, you know, that's when I stopped watching wrestling. I don't know. I don't want to say I outgrew it. It's just I thought I saw everything I could see that was going to be good. You know, the thing is, I've been hearing a lot about wrestling. Some of my friends stay in it. I have some friends who are wrestlers. Desert Storm. Anyway, the thing is, I've just started hearing a lot about wrestling, and I'm kind of tempted just to see what they're doing nowadays. It's been more than a decade that I've been away from it, and I'm just like, let me go ahead and check it out. Let me see what's going on. Besides, it was WrestleMania. Every time there's WrestleMania, I try to check it out or watch it, whatever, just because it's WrestleMania, even though I don't know a lot of the new people. But first and foremost, Shane McMahon came back this year, WrestleMania, to take on The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. To say the least, that just right there, you knew it was going to be crazy. Yes, it was crazy. This was the same Shane McMahon we all know and love. The man is crazy. The man is crazy. I know Vince is looking at his son like, oh, my son can bring in some ratings. I bring my son around, some crazy stuff's going to go down. I never expect that. Back when Shane McMahon first started getting in the ring with everybody, I was just like, what, is he crazy? And yes, he is crazy, because this man, that flying chair shots he used to do, the elbow drops, all the crazy moves he used to do, this guy would do anything. And he holds his own. He holds his own pretty well. But before we really get to that, let me just do a recap of what I saw. I'm not going to go over everything that happened in WrestleMania. It's too long. Plus, I want to get to this Walking Dead ending and speak about it a little bit. Just give some of my thoughts. Anyway, new women's title. They had a butterfly title for a while. It was the Divas title. Like, why'd they change it? I mean, that's what WWE did. They used women the same way they use men. The best qualities they have, they threw that out there first. And women, they looked at them like divas. Oh, you look good. But now they have a lot of talent out here. I hear Ric Flair's daughter is really killing it. But they have a lot of talent to women who can really wrestle now instead of just looking good. A lot of them look good, though. I admit that. I saw a lot of them, and I think I'll be paying attention to the women a little bit more in WWE now. You know, whew, they're not Trish Stratus and they're not Sunny, but some of them are pretty damn close. But they're talented now. It's about talent now. So, I mean, I didn't know what was going on with the women's. There was one match. It was Team This versus Team Blonde. I don't know what the heck was going on. It was crazy. I tried to keep up and whatever. The Dudley Boys, they're back in WWE. I think they were gone for a while. I'm not sure, so please don't attack me. But they were back. But they lost to the, what was they called? Usis or something like that. They lost to those guys. Didn't seem like they had the crowd behind them that much. You know, I remember them, you know, getting everybody amped and pumped up. I guess, I don't know, what are they getting boring, everybody now? I gotta watch more wrestling, find out what's going on. I'm just giving a recap of what I saw. The old Intercontinental title is back. I thought they changed it. Wasn't it like a different look, but they got it looking like the old one from the 90s. I love that. That title's pretty cool. It's got the white strap, belt strap, and the squared gold plates. That was cool. That was cool. The old Intercontinental title. Who won that? Zack Ryder. I think that's what his name was. I don't know. The Miz. Yeah, The Miz. He stopped The Miz and he got the title. The Miz. I am a Miz fan. I know some friends of mine hate The Miz, but I like him because I remember Real World back to New York, watching Real World, and I was obsessed with Real World. I watched it religiously. And The Miz, I remember he was on there and he used to talk about wrestling and everything. And it's pretty cool to see him pursue it and almost like 10 years later get into WWE and become world champion and, you know, do his thing. AJ Styles, a lot of people know him from, I guess he used to wrestle in TNA. I used to watch some TNA here and there last few years. Kurt Angle was my man, and I knew they had a lot of older talent, older guys and stuff, Sting, Hogan, Flair, for a while. And you know, I checked it out here and there, but AJ Styles took on Chris Jericho. I think Jericho beat him with something called the Code Breaker. But AJ Styles, he's got style. And the man's can do some. He can wrestle. He can wrestle good. He does some high flying action too, some slick stuff. So I think they're going to keep him around. I don't know if he's just in a trial period. I heard people saying, "Oh, he's going to be around for a while." It's a good match. Jericho still has it. He's got that technicality in the ring down. Whatever. Yeah, it was a pretty good match. Pretty good match. I'm just gonna go into it. Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. Hell in a Cell match. You knew what to expect. It was crazy. Undertaker, I think, should retire. He used to be one of my favorites at one point in time. It was in the 90s. But, I mean, he's there. If he still draws a crowd, he still does some crazy stuff. He still puts on good matches. I understand. But I remember him having a lot of injuries before I even stopped watching wrestling. But Undertaker has done his thing. His streak has been broken by Brock Lesnar at a Wrestlemania. And it's just, you know, I just think it's time he goes. It just seems like it's time, you know. He's not going to get his dream match of, you know, wrestling Sting. But Shane, that elbow drop from the top of the cage, that was nice. You know, Shane does his thing. They had an Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I think they said 3rd annual Battle Royal. Some guy named Baron something won that. He won it. I think last person he got rid of was Kane. Yeah. Battle Royals are cool. It's always entertaining. I guess just something you can do with a bunch of guys who aren't in any predominant storylines. But the guy Baron won. What was his last name? I don't know. Baron won the Battle Royal. The Rock showed up. The Rock. WrestleMania. I saw a picture of him on, what was it, Instagram, Twitter, or something. I think it was Instagram earlier that day. So I knew he was going to be there. He came out, had this long entrance. It was The Rock, you know, showing off, showboat for the people or whatever. I know he's currently filming Baywatch. I don't think they finished yet. So I don't think he wants to get injured or anything. But what happened is he had a flamethrower. His name was in fire on these letters. Yeah, then some guy came down to the ring and he like rock bottomed him, pinned him in 6 seconds or something like that. Isn't that a new record? I mean, I thought he had the record. It was like, oh, maybe it was 4 seconds. Boss Man, he rolled him up and pinned him. What was that, a King of the Ring? Well, then the guy Rowan and I guess his brother, what do they call it, the Wyatts or something, they about to beat the heck out of Rock, and then John Cena shows up, and you know, the top dogs, the old guys, beat the new guys up. That's, you know. Triple H lost the world title to Roman Reigns. That's his name, Roman Reigns. I didn't feel like the crowd really wanted Roman to win. I know WWE was trying to push this guy for years and get him the world title or whatever. I heard some people say they did like him. He must be a good worker. Looks like he know what he's doing in the ring. But Triple H lost, and it was a good match. It was an okay match. Triple H was Triple H. I really don't know too much about Roman. I'm learning. Hopefully my recaps of wrestling get better. Going to watch Raw tonight if I can. You know, it's Monday. Triple H lost. I mean, that's just what I saw at WrestleMania. It didn't seem too spectacular to me. I watched some WrestleManias that seemed better, but that was WrestleMania. Now, on to Walking Dead. We watched this whole episode. It had us intense. We knew Negan was coming. Oh, man, they were trying to get Maggie up to... Oh, man, it was crazy. Anyway, the ending. Everybody's speculating. Are they going to do like they did in the comics? Well, they haven't done everything in the show like they do in the comics. They might change some stuff up. I don't think, in case you people don't know what happens in the comics, I'm going to spoil this. Glenn dies. Glenn gets beat to death with Lucille by Negan. I mean, he was, you know, letting them know he had to come in. And by the way, they cast a perfect person for Negan. I mean, he just pulls it off. He seems just like he did on those pages. I haven't read a lot of the books, but I have saw some of the, you know, scans of it, and it just feels like they got the right guy for the little that I saw from Negan in the comics. But it was intense. I was on Twitter at the time. I was on Facebook and looking at what people were writing. People were just waiting. They're like, oh, he's going to kill. Oh, my gosh. And he's giving that long speech, monologue. And everybody's... It was a good episode to see, especially if you're on Twitter or Facebook when people are watching this. It was crazy. It was driving people crazy. We wanted to know. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what? They might not even show us Something might happen, like the screen goes dark, you hear some bat swings, you hear everybody screaming, he's beating the hell out of somebody, and they did something I like. You know, it's like, you know, you see it from their perspective, and you know, they let you know he killed somebody, and you're not going to see who. You got to wait to see the beginning of next season. And I had a feeling they was going to do that. So, I mean, I was preparing myself for that. A lot of people were like, oh my gosh, why they do this? They've been doing stuff like this for a long time. And that's how they keep us hooked. You know, it's good TV at one point, but are they doing it too much? I don't know. But, you know, this is going to be interesting to see Rick have to deal with this guy Negan. I mean, supposedly, you know, Negan is what Rick will become if Rick don't get a grip on himself. It's like, I don't want to kill you. I want you to do what I say. But if you don't do what I say, I'll kill you. I mean, one of those type of attitudes. I personally think Negan's got some mental issues. I really do. We got to find out about his background because something's wrong with this guy. From what I see in the comics and from what you can see in the performance last night on Walking Dead. Anyway, that's my recap of WrestleMania and Walking Dead. I know it was short and everything, but I wanted to give y'all something. I wanted to talk about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a more detailed video about the Walking Dead episode, and I will have some more videos about wrestling coming. I don't know if I'm going to be a wrestling fan again, but it's interesting to see what the WWE is doing, how they're keeping their storylines up. I don't know. Just want to see what they can do. All right, give the video a like. Put some comments down below. Let's discuss Walking Dead, WrestleMania, what you guys think. Subscribe if you may. I'm going to keep this entertaining, or at least try. Better videos are coming soon, and I will see you next time.